It's another day and welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan Fox, and in today's video I'm gonna take you with me on a normal day in my life, or what's normal anymore for me. Guys, I don't know about you, but I could just use a good friend to talk to right now, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm the mom of 2 kiddos. Evonnie is 2 and Fletcher is 1, and so I'm used to having my kids at home, so this isn't changing my life a ton, but yeah, I think this is just a little unknown for all of us. I hope today's video is super uplifting and helpful for you. And I just want to take you around with me today and show you how I try to be smart with my time and with how I keep my life balanced with kids and housework and yeah, just all the pressures that we have as moms. So I always get dressed and combed first thing in the morning, and then I change my laundry over from the washer to the dryer. I always put a load of washing the night before, and then in the morning I just switch over to the dryer. I also let out our dog Rio. She is a mini golden doodle, and today was just a rainy, dreary day in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. And then I go upstairs and finish getting ready. I am so thrilled and so proud that my favorite deodorant brand, Native, is sponsoring today's video. I don't know how I swung that, but I'm very happy, and I thought I'd tell you guys why I love Native so much, because we all need deodorant, even in this time. Actually, especially in this time. I've been on a journey this year to slowly switch out my products to more natural products, and that goes for my deodorant as well. Native's deodorant is all aluminum free, paraben free, and it's just good for you. And not only that, it actually works, and that's the important part, guys. You can make a lot of claims, but if it doesn't work at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I love Native deodorant as well because it's not sticky and it lasts all day. I'm super busy, and you'll see here I'm definitely putting it through its paces today. I'm gonna be very busy just with all the demands as a mom. And they have a lot of different scents, and the 3 that I chose were the eucalyptus and mint, and that one smells really fresh and clean. I feel like even my husband could use it. And then I also got the citrus and herbal musk, and this one's just a nice smell to smell in the morning. It brightens you up, it freshens you up. That's actually my favorite scent that I got. But then I also got the unscented version as well, and I guess you could imagine what that smells like, but I really like that one, especially if I'm going away and putting perfume on or something. Then I can just wear unscented deodorant and I don't have to worry about, you know, too many scents on me. And they do have a ton of different scents to match whatever you prefer. I also wanted to mention that they're aluminum free, paraben and sulfate free, and they have normal ingredients like coconut oil and shea butter in them. And they're also vegan and cruelty free. And the reason I wanted to tell you about them today was because they are giving out an awesome discount to you all. They gave me a link, and it's just down below there in the description box, and you're gonna wanna use the code MEGAN20 to get your discount. And if you click on that link, you're gonna get 33% off your first deodorant pack, as well as free shipping. And I'm so excited because it's not only in the US, but I know I have a lot of subscribers in other countries, and this works for you guys as well. So definitely check it out. We all need deodorant, and I highly recommend trying Native the next time you buy, because it's a deodorant that not only works, but it's natural as well. So definitely check it out, and I'm so excited to be partnering with Native today. So in the mornings before my kids get up, I like to use this time as like office time, and I had a video going live this morning, so I was just checking to make sure everything was all lined up and ready to go, and just answering some comments. I was also texting back and forth with some of my YouTube friends. We were trying to figure out, you know, how this whole thing is going to affect our industry. And yeah, I just appreciate all of you that take the time to watch our videos and to click on the links that we have for you, because it really does help us out, and it's of no cost to you most of the time. I also made my bed because in this scattered world, it just feels like having your bed made is, I don't know, I'm starting to become a bed maker, I think. And I just sat down again and was looking at the news and answering some DMs, things like that. A lot of the times I'll use my mornings for editing, but this morning it was more just like an administration kind of day. And I was just feeling a little anxious, so I was looking up some Bible verse printables and stuff, and I just love this verse, guys. Hold it in your heart today and know that it's just as true today as it was 2,000 years ago, and God is bigger than anything, guys. Anyway, so I start my mornings at 6:30, and then I like to get the kids up around 8, so I headed downstairs to get them their milk. Fletcher is getting milk from the freezer mixed with cow's milk because he's almost a year old, and then Evonnie she likes her milk. It's like coffee to her, I think. And I like to wake Fletcher up first. He was out this morning. I know I must be the only mother who wakes her children up, but I like to keep them on a schedule, and yeah, it was 8:15 I think around this point, so I just woke him up. And we went over to Evonnie's room. I gave her milk, and we just kind of hung out there for a little while. Enjoyed our slower morning together. I like to focus on them right in the morning so that I can focus on other things later on. And like I said, I like to pay attention to the rhythm of my kids, and they're always usually really good by themselves in the morning. They're happy and ready to go about their day. They're full of imagination, and so I like to get a bunch of work done in the morning, even before we have breakfast. I didn't hear it. Can you sing it again? And here Evonnie was singing and playing with my doll that I had when I was a little girl. So that doll is like 20 years old, guys, but she loves her. It's so pretty. And Fletcher made his way downstairs as well. I still get a little bit nervous with him on steps, but he's been doing them for a long time now. He's been crawling since 5 months, and he's still not walking, so he is getting to be an expert at the crawling thing. And of course, he's always underfoot, but hey, that's how he learns, right? And then I got our breakfast together, and if you know me, you know I love to make one breakfast for the whole week, and then we just heat it up. And I will include this recipe in an upcoming video. I plan to make a video about simple ingredient recipes that you guys can make over this time, and this is called a German pancakes. It's kind of similar to Dutch babies. I don't like to do pancakes or waffles too often because I feel like they just don't fill the kids up. But this recipe is mostly eggs, so there's plenty of protein in there, and the homemade syrup for it is just so good. So definitely stay tuned for that video coming up. And then after breakfast, like I said, they're usually really good entertaining themselves. So I quickly went and started on my to-do list for the day. One thing that was on my list was organizing our game closet, which is, I actually have 2 little built-ins, and we just keep like games and activities, sensory bins and things like that in there. So I was just sorting that out, and soon of course Evonnie came and found me and wanted to help out. So we had some fun together sorting pieces and things like that. and it stayed beautifully organized for all of 5 minutes. There you see Fletcher. Also at this time, it was time for Fletcher's nap. He takes a morning nap still around 10:30. Oh, he really wouldn't need his morning nap, guys, but I like him and Evonnie to both go down for their naps at the same time, which is 2 o'clock, because Evonnie's not ready for a nap before then. And so he just can't quite hang till 2 o'clock. So I just make sure he has a 20 to 40 minute nap somewhere around 10:30, and then he's good to go till 2 o'clock. And over the time when Fletcher's taking his nap, I like to focus on Evonnie a little bit more. And this is where we'll do a little bit of activities together. Here I had prepared a little window painting activity. Mommy put paint in this bag. Now, you can use your fingers and draw and paint with it. See, and smush all the paint together. Or you can use the paintbrush and you can do it like this. Or listen, or you can use the back side of the paintbrush. See? And you can just push it all around. See, Mommy's pushing it with her fingers. Ooh, yeah, you can do it. Go ahead, you have to push hard. Here's also another activity she likes to do, which is painting all my old bulletin boards from church. I just whip out this big long roll of paper and she can paint on there, and she doesn't get paint all over the table that way. And then I also like to do a little bit of educational stuff with her. I got this awesome little workbook from Dollar Tree. I love it because it's like sticker centered, and she just loves to do stickers, and I have to help her. Some of it's a little bit above her age, but it's fun to do together. And then as she was working on the stickers, I just sat there and was ripping out. Yes, I goofed up on a dress that I was sewing, so I was ripping out a seam, and that was a perfect thing to do while I kind of supervised her and was getting something done at the same time. Like I said, guys, it's all about being smart and just thinking ahead. When can you get 2 things done at once? When is it better to just do 1 thing at a time? And yeah, just to be really intentional about your day and think about it ahead of time. And then there's time to get Fletcher up from his nap, and I like to give them both a little snack because I'm usually not quite ready to give them lunch yet, around 11:30. Plus, I just started making fondant for a little creature on top of Fletcher's birthday cake, and so I was kind of in the middle of that, and I just didn't want to stop. So I gave them a little snack, which today was just rainbow goldfish, and I set them up in the sun porch. And they sat there for so long. It was so cute. I actually forgot to turn my camera off, and they sat here for probably 15 minutes while the camera was rolling, and I had so much fun just listening to their little conversations and just watching them interact later here while I was editing. This is one of the reasons I'm happy that I did have my kids close together, because they're just turning into great friends. Also here, I was making a phone call to my mother. Did I forget to mention my kids had pink eye in this video? Yeah, and I have to pretty much put Fletcher in a headlock to get the drops in his eyes. So I was calling my mom to see if she could come over and help, but yeah, it wasn't gonna happen that day. She works for a company that helps take care of the elderly, so you can imagine that she was busy this week. And if you're wondering what I was listening to there on my phone, I actually, this day, was listening to Dave Ramsey live. I kind of like to listen to that while I work. My husband's like, why in the world don't you just play the podcast version? But I kind of like to see who the guests are and stuff like that, but it's still something great to like listen to while you work. You don't have to actually like watch the screen. After I had my fondant put away and everything, I got lunch out, and this was leftovers as well from the night before. It was like a chicken and potatoes with some carrots. There is carrots under there. I know you can't see that. And then I'd like to put gravy on top. And then I also gave the kids mixed vegetables. I just cannot bring myself to eat mixed vegetables, but they love them. Lunchtime is pretty much the same every day. We just sit there and talk about whatever Evonnie chooses to talk about. I know I would really enjoy more adult interaction throughout a day, but if I have to hang around with a little kid, she's pretty interesting. And then while I was cleaning up lunch, she was playing again with her doll. She's just doll crazy right now, which is great because I never was. And then I just made a phone call to Josh. I just wanted to see how he was doing and give him some positive news. Hey, how are you? I just wanted to call you some good news. My video is performing in the average. Like it climbed up above. I guess people were just slower to click on it today. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I'll make any money off of it, you know, if the ads are running or not, but. And I just thought I would keep this clip in here. I wash my hands very frequently, especially right now. And when you wash your hands a lot, your skin gets really dry. So just a reminder here, don't always just wash your hands, but also remember hand lotion here and there. And this brand here is my favorite. I think I just picked this up at Target. I will link it down below if you want to try it out for yourself. And then it was time for one of my favorite parts of the day, which is our walk. We do this religiously around 1 o'clock every day. And yeah, we just go and walk around the neighborhood. Sometimes we'll drive, but most of the time we just leave right from our house. And Evonnie insisted on taking her little doll in her stroller. And we've never done this before, and I don't think we'll do it again. It definitely slowed us down a lot, but it was so cute. I wanted to at least try it.
Okay. A Bible story. That's so nice.
And she probably lasted for half a mile, but after a while I just ended up putting her in the stroller, which I did talk about the stroller in a previous video. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put a link down below. It's a Phil and Ted stroller, and I don't know, just going on a walk is so nice. It clears my head and just lifts my spirits, and you can just see all the signs of spring around. You can almost forget that life isn't quite what you expected for spring. Then we came back, and of course, gotta take a drink, and then I always like to fold a load of laundry before nap time, and so that's what I was doing here. And then we don't always read books on my bed, but today I decided why not, so we sat there. We always read a book, it's usually in the toy room, but Evonnie ran and brought me a book, so we sat there and had story time. And then she has to go to the bathroom quick, and time for her nap. Put Fletcher down for his nap too, and then that means work time for me. So first of all, I just wanted to check in with everybody on Instagram, remind them of the video I just posted, and yeah, I just wanted a little human interaction, and this is one way to try to get as close to that as possible. I also did a bunch of editing and answering YouTube comments. Thank you guys if you take the time to comment. I always love hearing from you, even though I can't get back to every one of you all the time. I really enjoy when you guys leave me positive comments, and sometimes you guys have really great ideas for, problems that I'm having. So yeah, keep it coming, guys. I just love the community that we have here. Nap time is over at 5 o'clock, and Josh was gonna be a little bit late this evening. He wanted to stop in at Lowe's for some more supplies. So I tried to keep the kids occupied before supper. And here I'm just opening a can of pork and beans, and Evonnie was running around dancing and singing, so I had to join her. It was too much fun. And then Josh finally rolled in, which is definitely my favorite part of the day, and it wasn't looking good. It was sounding like they were gonna shut down all businesses, not just restaurants and stuff, in here in Pennsylvania. And sure enough, yeah, we were just checking an ad out, seeing if that applied to Josh, if he was an essential business or not. Since Josh gets into so many different things, it was just hard to know what was gonna happen. And yeah, it just seems like every day a new crackdown was happening and life was changing, yeah, just at a moment's notice, or without any notice at all. So he decided he's gonna run out and grab some more supplies in case he was stuck at home, because our house is a fixer-upper, and if he was gonna be at home, he wanted to be busy working on that. So he ate a very quick supper and out the door he went. And I just left the mess in the kitchen and just was with the kids. I was feeling a little bit low at that moment, and I don't know, for some reason my kids cheer me up. I read them some books and we played with a puzzle together. This giant floor puzzle is something that my mom gave Evonnie for Christmas, and we put it together several times a week. She loves it so much. Aw, how can you be in a bad mood when you have that face looking at you? Oh, and then finally Josh came home and he just spent the evening with the kids, and it was, yeah, felt like good old times again right there, even in that messy toy room. And Josh spent some more time on the phone trying to figure out what to do, and evenings together as a family are just so nice, and I was so thankful that Josh could go to work during the day, at least that week, and we'll see what the future holds here.
Look at my baby.
Baby in there? Yeah!
The cheese.
Cheese! Oh, it's so pretty! And there is something I wanted to say about this whole social distancing and quarantine business. You know, back in the day during the draft, when my grandma and grandpa were dating, he had to move away from home and work at a hospital away from his family, and yeah, Josh is being asked to stay at home with his family, so it just puts some things in perspective, I guess. Do you have any closing statement?
Closing statement about what?
Since you didn't record tonight?
Oh, life is good. We'll survive. I mean, it's life. I don't know. We just deal with it one day at a time. That's seriously it. One day at a time. Oh, we'll be fine. You gotta trust. You gotta know who your God is right now. That's the truth. But at the end of the day, it's about family and health. We got good. We're good.
Well, I couldn't have said that better myself. Take that with you today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Native, for sponsoring this video. Check out that link down below. Also, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everyone.